Hello everyone, my name is Celia or Little Art Mage, and today I'm sharing with you my art process. I really wanted to show you guys how I make my illustrations from start to finish, so you guys can get an idea of how I do things. Please keep in mind that I'm not telling you guys what you should do, but just what I do. So yeah, let's get started. As you guys can see, I always start with a rough sketch. Sometimes I start with a silhouette sketch, sometimes I do not. It depends on the piece, it depends on the idea. For this one, I already had in mind what I wanted to do. Since my channel was going to be named Little Art Mage, I wanted something to do with art, something to do with mages. I just wanted to draw a witch, basically. After that, I start adding a basic tone to the piece to separate the character from the background. I also add a light source and some shaded to it. I try to separate the darkest parts of the piece so that I can clearly see what is gonna be hit by the light and what isn't. I try to add details as much as I can in this stage. For this one, I'm working in Grayscale, so I'm only focusing on the values, but it's not always the case. Sometimes I directly work with colors, so I try to add as much details as I can. I fix proportions as I go. I also try to render out some shapes here and there. So, I don't know what this weird break is, but instead of cutting it out in editing, I just want to leave it here for you guys so you can understand and you can know that it's not always a perfect process. We do not take the pencil and start drawing until the drawing is finished. We sometimes question ourselves, like here. I remember literally stopping and being like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? No one is gonna ever look at it even. But as you can see, I kept going, and maybe you're listening to this right now and you're watching, so I was totally wrong. When I finally decide to come back, I start adding some colors, still always fixing stuff here and there, and then I start rendering. One thing I want you to keep in mind is that I always have references close to me. They are not shown in this recording, but I promise you guys I had my references. A really good argument that I have about references is that people in the past used to paint from nature, right? No artist ever said, I'm gonna just blindfold myself and draw because I cannot take references. So please do not think that referencing yourself is cheating. It's not. People in the past did it, and we still have the right to do it now. We are not supposed to imagine everything and have every shape accurate in our head. That's not how things work. Here you can see me add some details, jewelry, just rendering here and there, fixing as I go. Like I said, I try to make the proportions as accurate as possible. Then an old time watch because first of all it reminds me of the one that my grandfather had, and secondly because time is important, so I hope you guys are gonna give me some of your time and watch my content. Here is my favorite part. I'm rendering the hair. Now again, I'm no expert and I'm sure I'm doing something wrong somewhere because right now I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just adding strokes as I feel like it. I think that's the most important part, isn't it? To have fun. Drawing eyes is also one of my favorite part of the drawing. I feel like my eyes, the eyes that I draw are always the same, so working on expressions is definitely something that I want to do, and I want to share that as well. So yeah, let me know if you guys would want to see me struggle with expressions and try to learn stuff. Here's the final piece. As you can see, it didn't stay the same. I changed the hat, tried to add more shade into the face because it felt more natural, it felt more correct to do it that way. So overall, I took you guys with me from sketch to finish. I hope you liked this. Please let me know if you have any questions. I would love to reply. If you guys would want a tips and tricks video or something like that, just let me know. I would love to help out.